Well, the talent over at Miami is very much known, and a whole lot of people are high on that. But are people underestimating the talent in Gainesville, Florida? We're going to discuss that here today with the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. I am Colin Bastrigal, your host. You can find me over on TikTok, Bastard CFB Show. I would recommend going over there, as I'll be very active over there, a lot more active this weekend over there than I will be on YouTube. I won't be home for the most part these next 2 weekends, so it's going to be tougher to live react to a lot of these games. Now, tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of college football kicking off, and a reuniting of this rivalry between Miami and Florida is a part of it. A mainstay at 3:30, the headliner at 3:30. Miami is known as a really talented team. I think their offensive line is really good. Bringing in Damian Martinez and Cam Ward certainly boosts that backfield, and also a couple of other guys on the outside, including the returning senior Xavier Restrepo, is going to be a little bit of a dangerous player to watch out for in this game. And this talent on the defensive side of the ball for Miami is really, really good. They're going to be going up against a sure hand, though. Graham Mertz has played really good football for Florida since he started there. Despite the fact that they have not had an amazing record with him, they still have had some offensive success in just a steady hand with Graham Mertz at the helm. They have a guy coming back in Eugene Wilson that is a really, really good player on the outside. Expect for him to have a big year. But they're also going to have Arizona State transfer Elijah Badger and the reuniting of Graham Mertz and Shamir DK, who's on the outside, as well as boarding him over at tight end. They bring back Montrell Johnson, who was kind of the lesser-known part of a fantastic 1-2 punch at Florida between him and Etienne, and they still have half of that. Hey, he's really good, and I think a lot of people need to figure out that Montrell Johnson, or be reminded about how good Montrell Johnson can be for this Florida team. The Swamp is a very dangerous place to play, but despite that fact, the number 19 Hurricanes are 2.5-point favorites. They are the more talented team at the end of the day. And I think they're the better coached team, but you just don't know. Mario Cristobal has been very underwhelming at Miami, and though he's had a whole lot of talent, he only has the Ohio State win of 2021 going back to his time at Oregon to really hang his hat on. A lot of underwhelming seasons, including that 2021 season, by the way, which they got blown out twice against Utah. So Mario Cristobal has a ton to prove in this game, but so does Billy Napier. Billy Napier has to be able to show in this ball game that he is the guy for the job. They're on the right track. And they need to show it not just in this game, but beyond this game as well. Overall, this is a really tough pick for me. Really, really tough pick for me. The talent is with Miami, but the home environment's with Florida, and it's not like that talent is lacking. But at the end of the day, the selling point to me is that Miami offensive line and the running game with Damian Martinez. It's pretty simple. Just right out there, I think that if Damian Martinez has a big day, the Miami Hurricanes win. If Florida holds Damian Martinez in check, Florida wins the game. I just have faith that Damian Martinez is going to have a very good day and the Miami Hurricanes survive, but I do not have a strong lean in this game whatsoever. I say Miami's going to win with not a whole lot of conviction. I don't trust Miami, but I also don't really trust Florida either, at least this season. And at the end of the day, you got to go with the more talent. The more talent is with Miami.